Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, November 11th, and you're watching The Great Lost Rewatch. Today we're watching Season 2, Episode number 1, Man of Science, Man of Faith. It's a Jack-centric episode, and we're picking up pretty much right where we left off. It opens up on an eye. Whose eye? Some mysterious person. I was totally hoodwinked the first time I saw this. I'm like, what's going on? Are we in a flashback? Who's this guy? This seems weird. He's getting up. He's making a breakfast shake, working out. He's shooting himself up with some mysterious drug. And this is getting odd. Then we hear the hatch door explode. We look through the mirrors and then we look up and there is Jack and Locke looking down. I was like, oh my god! This is totally awesome. I guess I know the answer to this, but didn't they blow open the hatch door in the middle of the night? Why is it the scene like it's morning time? Like he's getting up, he's making himself breakfast, he's doing all the things he would do in the morning, but it's in the middle of the night. I guess that's a question that comes because we don't know yet the proponents of, having to push the numbers in every 108 minutes and whatever. We don't know that yet. So my question is, how sucky would it be to have to live where you can only get a hour and a half sleep at a time before you have to get up? That would suck. Like, I need sleep. I'm a person that needs lots of rest, so I can't imagine having to live in the hatch. It would... Bleh. Especially Desmond, who's doing it all by himself. And also, he seems very well prepared for what to do if the hatch door opens when obviously it has never happened to him before. Like, nobody's come in without having first gone out that way. Like, he's just at the ready. There's mirrors, there's, whatever he needs. Jack and Locke are at a stalemate in this episode. Much like in the season finale last season, they're very much at odds as to what to do. Locke thinks it's his destiny to get into the hatch, and Jack thinks that he needs to go back and help the people that are in the caves. And then at the end, there's Locke with Desmond and Jack trying to get Locke safe because he's gone down in the hatch by himself, and Jack thought that was a dumb idea, and I think I kind of agree with him. Another plot point was that Shannon is trying to find Vincent because it's the only thing anybody's ever asked her to do, which is not true. Sayid asked her to translate the French, but they go out into the woods. Vincent's there, kind of sitting sort of weird looking, and then he runs away and Sayid runs after him. Shannon's kind of trying to run after him and she trips and she looks up and there's Walt, dripping wet. And he says, backwards, "Don't push the button's bad." What button aren't we pushing? We don't know that yet. And like, what is it with, the whatevers are bad. The button is bad, the numbers are bad. After everyone has gone back to the caves, Locke and Kate go back to the hatch to get down into it, and Kate says, "What do I say if I need to stop?" And Locke goes, "Stop?" But of course nothing is going to stop Locke from getting Kate down into the hatch because it's his destiny to know what is down there. His destiny is down there. Kate does the thing where she counts to 5. The flashback is how Jack and Sarah meet. And this is really the first time, and it happens twice in this episode. I mean, I know we've had other people passing, each other, seeing each other on the television in their flashbacks, so they overlap that way. But this is the first time that somebody else... two people on the island have really impacted each other's lives, like in a serious way. The first was that the person that Sarah ran into in her car crash was Adam Rutherford, who happens to be Shannon's dad. And Jack makes the choice to continue working on Sarah, that Mr. Rutherford is too far gone to try to save him. And then the second one is that Desmond and Jack meet in the stadium. They're doing the Tour de Stade, and they sit down and they talk to each other, and Desmond said, Jack saying, "I couldn't have saved her, it would have taken a miracle." And Desmond's like, "Well, what if you did? What if there was a miracle?" And like an idiot, the first time I watched this episode, I didn't realize that the guy from the flashback was the guy in the hatch. I think I was talking to you, Leslie, on the phone after this episode aired, and you're like, "It's the same guy," and I was like, What? And I had to rewatch it. In this flashback, we learned that Jack has a bad bedside manner and a bad wig. Leslie, you've got 2 in a row. You'll see me again on Saturday, though. Bye.
We're gonna need to watch that again.
Destiny calls, guys.